A very good evening and welcome you all to the live cricket action. This is Jolly Friends Sports Club, the Corporate Super League Season 4, and it's Veefin taking on Sebi at the Fatima ground with their Viha. And we are about to start the live cricket action as the batsmen are in the middle and the bowlers into the position. And here comes the first ball. Straight onto the body, tucked it onto the leg side. Preetham and Naveen, batters in the middle for the Sebi, and Puneet, the opening bowler for Veefin. Preetham on strike to face his first ball. Oh, gets the edge and that runs away for a first boundary. There was a much pace onto that one, gets the outside edge, a thick edge, and runs down for a boundary. The first boundary of the innings, but nonetheless will have the 4 runs added to that scorecard of Sebi. Puneet with his 5th ball. Oh, this time straight into the hands. It was dropped. Just moving out. Batter just slicing it onto the point, and the fielder was perfectly placed there, but couldn't grab onto that one. We'll get a run there. So 6 runs of the first 5, and Puneet to bowl the last ball to Navin. That's a play and a miss. A good opening over there for Puneet, and with that, the first over comes to an end, and the Sebi score is 6 runs at the loss of 0 wickets. Smith, the new bowler, into the attack for the Veefin. Preetham on strike to face the first ball. Here goes Smith with his first ball. Oh, that's been cut. Slightly outside off, just opens the face of the bat and gets the first boundary. Probably the second, but with the middle of the bat, it was the first. At the last moment, just opened the face of the bat, and oh, it wasn't a boundary, it was just a single. There was a fielder, I guess. So just a run. Oh, that's a play and a miss. Excellent delivery there. Nice and full, batter going. That big drive missed. been a really good start for Veefin bowlers. They have been absolutely spot on with the line and length. Third ball, here comes. Again, this time the ball just shaping in. Navin did try to cut that one, but there was a bounce on that one and missed it completely. So second dot ball of the over is getting a bit of swing there. Oh, much better delivery this time. It did follow the batter there as the batter was going deep into the crease. Three back-to-back dot deliveries in this over now. He's been absolutely spot on with his bowling. Smith. He's just playing around there with Naveen right now. Just a single run into the over now. This time connects. Just opens the face towards the point. Will only get a single. Really good over. Just 2 runs off the over. It was an absolutely cracking delivery there. Just open the face of the bat at the last moment and the ball just races towards the boundary. And that last over, the first boundary of the match. And after completion of 2 overs, Sebi scores 8 runs at a loss of 0 wicket. And what an over it was from Smith. Just 2 runs came off that. Puneet is back into the attack for his second. Both Puneet and Smith are getting some swing and they have been absolutely spot on. This time slightly outside off. He tucks that one on the offside, gets a single. And Naveen is back on strike. Oh, it's Preetham. Will take the strike. Oh, this time a pitch there. But haven't connected that well. Will only get a single there. The ball was full there. The batter did go for the big one but didn't connect it well. Absolutely spot on bowling here from Veefin bowlers. Puneet with his third ball. That's again play and a miss. An absolutely excellent delivery. What a start it has been for Veefin bowlers. Just 2 runs of the first 3. And Naveen is back on strike. He's playing on 3 of 11. Oh, this time slightly outside off. That's been cut away. There's a fielder, just a single. Three runs in the over so far of the first 4. An absolutely cracking delivery into that block hole. Batter didn't expected that kind of ball at the very start there. An absolutely almost a Yorker there. It was a Yorker. You could see it did appeal there, but it was, I think, going down there. Good thinking there by the bowler. It's 3 runs on the over so far. The last one will get a single. Oh, there was a chance there. Yeah, the fielder saying if someone could have been there, there would have been a wicket. But nonetheless, the batter survives just 3 runs in the over. After the completion of 3 overs, Sebi scored his 11 runs at a loss of 0 wicket. Oh, short and straight onto the helmet. It was a shorter delivery straight onto the helmet. Almost onto that rings. Almost a spicy one there from Smith at the very start of the over. Fielder just gathering towards him to see if he's okay. Or this time played onto the leg side. There's a fielder on mid on. That will be another dot ball. Smith has been absolutely spot on with his line and length. He hasn't given any width there to the batter. There's almost a second slip standing. Oh, this time it's in the air. And that's again been dropped there by the fielder at the deep. This time slightly full and outside off. There was a fielder perfectly placed there. Drop that one again. It's the second drop of the match there. That will give them a single. And that brings Preetham back on strike. Or this time pulled away onto the leg side. And he'll get the boundary. It was shorter this time. He judged it quickly, pulled it away. There wasn't there any fielder on the leg side and will get a boundary. A much needed boundary there for the Sebi. As the dot balls were just building up the pressure and they get a boundary there in the over. A much needed boundary for them. So 5 runs of the first 4. will be wide as it was going down the leg there. For the first time, Smith missing onto his line and length completely there. An extra run, an extra ball. Tucked it onto the leg side. They'll come for the second one. And they'll comfortably make it. Good running between the wickets. The fielder was standing deep there. They could get that second run. Now this is turning out to be a really good over for Sebi. Eight runs in the over so far with the ball left. Smith with his last ball of the over. A fuller. An outside off. Perfectly driven, but there was a fielder. And that will be a dot ball to end the over. So after the completion of 4 overs, Sebi's score is 19 runs at a loss of 0 wicket. Harsh, the new bowler, into the attack for the Veefin now. 4 overs, 19 runs, and the loss of 0 wicket. It's been a really good start for the Veefin. Just 19 runs conceded. And it's the 5th over. Harsh with the first ball. It's been swept. And that's been slocked for the maximum, the first maximum of the match. A nice and full. The batter judged it quickly, and that was a beautiful shot. It sounded really sweet. The connection of the bat and ball was absolutely spot on there. What a start off to the over. So 6 runs of the first ball. So 6 runs. Start the over. Harsh with his second ball. This time on the offside. He cleaned that infield with comfort. And that will be a boundary. Again, nice full outside off. This time just slashed it over the infield. and will get a boundary. So 10 runs of the first two. It has been a cracking start to the over. First the 6 onto the leg side and now on 4 onto the off. And Naveen. And now he's taking the charge. 29 runs on the board. Harsh with his third one. This time again slashed one. But that will be a one bounce. There was a fielder into the deep mid wicket there. That will be just a run. That brings Preetham back on strike. Still 11 runs of the first 3 balls. And now Harsh has come round the wicket for the left-hander. Harsh with his fourth ball. Or just tucked it away on the offside. His fielder at the shot third man. So that will be a dot ball. This time on the offside. And that will be another boundary. Just nice and full there from Harsh. And that's been flicked on the leg side. Just beating that fielder onto the leg side. Who was standing at the short square leg. Beats him and gets the boundary. So 15 runs of the first 5 with the last to go. This time just tucks it onto the leg side. That will be just a single. An expensive over comes to an end after the completion of 5 overs. Sebi score is 34 runs at a loss of 0 wicket. Punit back into the attack for his third over and he starts off with a white ball. Again missing onto his line and length completely, and that will be the second wide. Just missing onto his line and length completely there. He's trying to keep that away from the batter, and in that he's just bowling too much outside off, and that's going for wide. So second consecutive wide now. And now he gets succeed in that as he bowls it correctly, and that is a play and a miss. So the first legal delivery of this over. And now he gives into the slot, and that's been connected and absolutely well. But there's a fielder, and he's grabbed onto that one beautifully. Came running and took an absolutely blinder. It was a much fuller there, but the fielder on to that mid off just came running onto his right, and he grabbed that one beautifully. And that draws the first blood of the Sebi as Punit strikes. The first wicket falls for the Sebi. It was a nice and full. It was a ball to be hit, but he didn't connect it that well as it went high in the air and it got by the fielder at the mid off there. So the first wicket falls for Sebi. Punit strikes. Tejas, the new batter, in the middle for Sebi. And the plan really worked for him. After two consecutive wide and with a dot, he was going to go for that one. Oh, a length delivery there from Punit, and Tejas says, I'll leave that one. Just two runs in the over and a wicket. Oh, cuts it away nicely. An absolutely beautiful shot there from Tejas. He timed that one absolute perfection. It was outside off to be hit. The poster he came into in to cut that one was absolutely perfect there. Yeah, absolutely beautiful to watch. He cut that to the precision there onto the offside. And he's off the mark with an beautiful boundary as a 40 runs on the board for Sebi at the loss of one wicket. Still two more deliveries left. Punit to bowl the fifth ball. Again, nice and full. But there's a fielder at the deep cover will only get a single. So Preetham will be on strike for the last ball in the power play. Last ball of the power play, and that was a picture perfect shot there from Punit. A classic cover drive, yes. Beautiful posture that was driven so well into the gap. Just getting the boundary. After the completion of 6 overs, Sebi's score is 45 runs at a loss of one wicket as the power play comes to an end. Sebi did accelerate in the last 3 overs. They got really good runs on the board. Now Smith is back into the attack for his third over. He's just given 10 runs of the first 2 overs. He's back for the third one. Tejas is on strike. Oh, that's full. That's a shorter one. He's cut away and will rotate the strike, and that brings Preetham back on strike. Just a single of the first ball. And Smith will come round the wicket for the left-hander Preetham. Preetham is playing on 21 of just 15. It's been a really good start for him and his team. He needs to continue that. Preetham with his second ball down the leg, wasn't connected that well, but nonetheless was that a boundary? Oh yes, it was a boundary, but that's given leg buys as the ball was sliding down the leg, just crushing the pads, and the ball just racing onto the leg side as there wasn't the fine leg present there, and it was much finer this time. And he's again now. Again the edge. Back to back boundaries. Slightly outside of. Preetham just goes for the big one, gets the outside edge, and the ball just races towards the boundary line. So back to back boundaries now. This time with the bat he gets the outside edge, but nonetheless they'll get 4 runs. So runs are flowing for Sebi. Might be of leg buys or the edge. So 54 runs on the board. And this time he placed that beautifully in the gap. But that will be just a single. And they have crossed that 50-run mark in the 7th over. Ten runs in the over so far with 2 balls left. Again going down the leg, the keeper fumbles. So we have to see, will, yes, as the umpire signals, that will be a boundary. And that's a wide too, so that is a wide and a boundary. So the 5 runs of that one, suddenly the runs are flowing now for Sebi, and this is turning out to be a really expensive over. A bowler who gave 10 runs into his first two, now suddenly it is turning out to be a really expensive over for him. Oh, this time a pitch. Just crack that one. It was much fuller from Smith there. And outside of the batter, just opening the face of the bat, just clears that infield with ease and gets the boundary. 19 runs so far with the ball left. Oh, cut away! But the fielder has done really well there. That would be just a single. So 20 runs came off that over. After the completion of 7 overs, Sebi scored 65 runs at a loss of 1 wicket. After the completion of 8 overs, Sebi's score is 76 runs at a loss of 1 wicket, and Harsh is back into the attack now. He conceded 15 runs in his first over. A lot of faith has been shown by the captain as he is back into the attack for his second over as Pritham is on strike. First ball. This time it was a flighted delivery, gets the inside edge, and it beats the keeper there. Yes, he does get that inside edge, and the ball just races towards the boundary. So nonetheless, it doesn't mind how the runs are coming. The runs are really coming now for the Sebi. Almost the score is 80 runs at a loss of 1 wicket. It's 8.1 over. Into the last 2 overs, they have been batted really well, and the bowlers did have made some mistake. They have costed them runs, and now this one, Fuller, and that's been played. That's been dropped. For a moment, I thought that it will go for all the way for a 6, but it went just high in the air. It hadn't the distance on that one, and the fielder drops that one on the long off, and there's also a miscommunication there between the batters. So another catch has been dropped there by Veefin fielders. So 2 runs came off that, and now that's been just opens the face of the bat onto that one. Oh, this was unexpected from unexpected delivery there from the bowler. The batter didn't expect that at all. It was a bouncer, and it surprised the batter too. Again, just opens the face of the bat, and now the fielders have been there on the offside. So just a single. Seven runs in the over so far with the ball left, and Tejas is back on strike now. He's playing on 20 of just 11 balls. So with that, ninth over comes to an end, and the score is 84 runs at a loss of 1 wicket. Nine overs been completed. The score is 84 runs. Jigar is back into the attack for his second over, or steps out, and that will go all the way towards that boundary line on the offside, and that will be a boundary to start the over. It was much fuller. Batter steps out and plays that over all the way towards the boundary line. So a boundary to start the over. A fuller delivery there from the bowler to start off, and he did step out. He judged that one really well. Jigger with his second ball now. This time shorter one. This is cut away. There's a fielder on the offside. That will be just a single. That's been driven, but hasn't been timed that well. There's a fielder in the deep. Will be only a single. So 6 runs of the first three now. As Tejas is back on strike, Jigar with his fourth delivery. Again steps out, does opens the face of the bat. There's a field again into the deep point, and that will be a single. A good comeback there by the bowler after going for that boundary onto that first ball. He has been bowled really well the other three deliveries, hasn't giving any room there for the batter. He's bowling into that stump line, but this time he does miss his line, and that will be a wide. So 91 runs on the board in 9.4 overs for Sebi. Still two more deliveries left, and this time that's been pulled on the leg side. Oh, there's a good work there by the fielder on the boundary line. Does stops it well, showing his football skills there. It did stop that ball timely. That just gave 1 run, so he saved 3 runs. Again, nice and full there. There's a fielder in the deep will. So a couple of runs on that one. So after the completion of 10 overs, Sebi's score is 95 runs at a loss of 1 wicket, and that would be a drinks break called by the umpires. We'll be back with the short drinks break. And we are back after that short drinks break as we are halfway mark in that first innings as Harsh starts after that drinks break with his third over. It's been pulled away on the leg side. That will be just a single. Sebi did come back really well after that slow start. They did accelerated into that middle overs and got runs on the board. 96 runs on the board. It's the 11th over. We are halfway mark and last 10 overs to go. Tejas is playing on 29 of 16 and Preetham is playing on 37 of 25. He had and Preetham on the other end, he has hold that one and really well. It got some odd boundaries when needed, and Tejas has been really started well, and that would be another wide as the umpire signals. Veefin did start really well. They did got that line and length really well at the start, but in that middle phase, they did got distracted and they missed on that line and length. And in that they gave leaked some runs there. But now it's two back-to-back dot balls now. So only 2 runs of the first 3 balls. And this time cut it away. And that's we did saw some excitement from the fielder there. Was there a chance? Could have been a chance there, but from the distance they thought that the ball just didn't that carry away that much. That's high in the air. This was the easy one. This was the easiest of them all, and the bowler makes no mistake. And that's a wicket. So the dot ball did build up the pressure, and it was a flighted delivery from the bowler as well. Gets the upper part of the bat high in the air, and the bowler grabs that one very easily. And so right after the drinks break, the wicket has been fallen. A much needed wicket there for Veefin. The way they started and in the middle over, Sebi did come back and now a much needed wicket has been fallen as Tejas has to depart and Harsh strikes. He gets his first wicket. The new batter Anukaran in the middle for Sebi. So 3 back-to-back dot deliveries and a wicket did build the pressure on the batter after 3 consecutive dot balls. And the bowler was really smart. He did give the flight on that one, hits the upper part of the bat. The ball straight away goes in the air and was the easy catch for the bowler. So the second wicket falls for the Sebi as Anukaran, the new batter in the middle for the Sebi, is joined Preetham, who's playing nicely on 37 of 25. Oh, the fielder does fumble there. Just 2 runs and a wicket came off that over. After the completion of 11 overs, Sebi's score is 97 runs at a loss of 2 wickets. And that was really good start for Veefin right after that drinks break, getting a wicket. will surely build some momentum for them. The last 9 overs left in the innings as the score is 97 runs at a loss of 2 wickets with Preetham still there in the middle. He's playing on 937 of 25 and Anukaran who's just joined him, who's yet to open his account. That's been played beautifully. That's into the roof. That's on the roof almost. That was almost a full toss and he swept that one. And it went high and it went out of the park, almost onto the roof. That's a really cracking start to the over. 6 runs off the first ball. And with that 6, they crossed that 100-run mark in 11.1 overs. That's again high in the air. The fielder fumbles. And it just goes all the way for the 6. And that's back-to-back maximum. And now Preethan has taken the charge as the chases departs and he says now, I am taking the charge. Back-to-back sixes and he moves to 49 of just 27. Jigar with his third ball just opens the face of the bat onto the offside and gets a single, and with that he completes his 50 runs. What an absolutely fine knock it has been from Preetham. He has holded on to that one and really well, and he did charge in this over with the 2 6s and now a single and gets a 50. And he knows that job is not done. Still the job is left to get a good score onto the board. Anukaran is on strike. Full toss. Plays it onto the leg side. Doesn't time that really well. That will be just a single. Fourteen runs in the over so far. That's been again slashed. And again. And that's 4. One bounce into the fence. And Preetham has been really taken the charge now. First 2 6. And now a boundary. Still a ball left. He again pulls that one, but didn't time that well. That will be just a single. "19 runs came off that over. So after the completion of 12 overs, Sebi score is 116 runs at a loss of 2 wickets. 19 runs came off that over. Ankit, the new bowler, into the attack for Veefin. Nice and full, and he's been welcomed with a six by Preetham. A beautiful shot over the bowler's head, straight. That came straight from the bat of Preetham. What a welcome it has been of Ankit. An absolutely beautiful shot to watch. That's again. It's high. Does it got the distance? No. It does fall short of the fielder. That will be just a single. Oh, they'll get couple of runs. They're good running between the wickets now. They get second run. So Ankit has been welcomed really well by Preetham. 8 runs of the first two. The score is moved to 124 now in just 12.2 overs. That's this time edge. Falls in no man's land. Will still be a single there. So Anukaran, who's been a spectator since he has come in, he's faced just 2 deliveries and just 1 run. Now he's on strike to face his third ball. 125 runs. Oh, that's high in the air. Again, falls short there. And gets another single. That's played straight towards the long on. Will be a single. So 12 runs. See, all the overs after the drinks break have been over the 10 runs now. Again, that's been cut. And that's been cut. Well, though there's a fielder at the boundary line, and they'll get comfortably second 2 runs. So good running between the wickets. So 14 runs came off that over. After the completion of 13 overs, score is 130 runs at a loss of 2 wickets. Mihir, the new bowler, into the attack for Veefin now. Mihir with his first ball. That's a really good start from him. Lengthy delivery. Preetham did went for that big one but missed it completely. So a dot ball to start off. Still 130 runs on the board. We are into the 14th over. Mihir with his second ball. This time fuller delivery into the hands. That's a wicket falls. and Preetham has to depart. And what a bowling change it has been by the captain of Veefin. Mihir comes and Preetham departs. Outside of delivery, the batter sliced that one straight in the hands of the fielder at the point, and he did catch really well. Third wicket falls, and the most important wicket falls of Preetham, who was playing beautifully, was playing on almost 65, and he was well set there, and he was really charging on to the Veefin bowlers. So Mihir strikes in his very first over, could say on to his very second ball of the over. So now Sebi has two new batters in the middle. It's Subramaniam, the new batter in the middle for Sebi, and Subramaniam is on strike, and Mihir will bowl his third ball. Oh, that's been defended really well. That's not really well. That's not done by the bowler and the fielder of Veefin. They were casually walking there, and they did stole one run Sebi, and Subramaniam is off the strike of the very first ball now, and that's been pulled away onto the leg side. There's a fielder in the deep. That will be just a single. So just 2 runs of the first 4 and a wicket. It's been a good over for Veefin. Now on the offside. Again, the fielder did fumble, but they'll get only a single. He managed to grab that one really well after that fumble and throws it well. So 3 runs of the first 5 with the ball left. It's been a really good bowling change by Veefin's captain. That's high in the air. And that's a 6. An absolutely cracking shot down the ground by Anukaran. So it was turning out to be really good over, but still 9 runs came off that over and a wicket. So after the completion of 14 overs, Sebi's score is 139 runs at a loss of 3 wickets. That's in the gap and that's a boundary. So Subramaniam takes the charge and that will be his first boundary. Ankit back into the attack. Oh, he's been cleaned up. Nice and full. The batter did went for that big one. Missed it completely. Ankit says, you miss, I hit. And the fourth wicket falls as Subramaniam departs. And Ankit strikes. And now Veefin are slowly coming back into the game as after that drinks break, third wicket falls. Abhinav, the new batter in the middle now for Sebi. So the boundary onto the first one, second ball dot, and now a wicket. So four runs of the first three. Ankit with his fourth ball. Abhinav nicely defends that one. And Abhinav is standing out really outside the crease. Oh, nice and full. Abhinav went for that cut, for that late cut to be precise. So after the completion of 15 overs, Sebi's score is 143 runs at a loss of 4 wickets. And they've come back really well into the game. Veefin, they've controlled that run flow of Sebi into that last 2 overs after that wicket of Preetham. And now Mihir is back into the attack for his second over. Still 9 runs into his first over and a wicket. He's back for his second over. Anukaran is on strike. Oh, that was a loud appeal there by the bowler, but it was way too high. And that will be a leg by runs there. So Abhinav is back on strike. He's yet to open his account, faced 3 balls. So the flow of runs has been stopped by Veefin. The score is 144 at a loss of 4 wickets. Mihir with his second ball. Oh, this was absolutely plumb. Absolutely plumb. Straight and full. And the umpire, it was an easy decision there for the umpire. And he raises his hands really quick as Abhinav has to depart. Almost a Yorker length delivery there by Mihir. And he strikes. He gets his second. And the 5th wicket falls for Sebi. So Veefin are truly back in the game as they draw the 5th wicket of Sebi.
Get ready to witness the next chapter. Power, passion, purpose. Every second counts. Every move matters. The wait is over. It's gonna be unstoppable. Let's unleash greatness and let the battles begin. Catch the live action
will be a dot ball again. It was a leading edge, but it didn't carry that well. Oh, that's been cut away. Beats the inside fielder and gets a boundary. And he's off the mark with a cracking shot. And it's outside off with given. Cut away. Beats the fielder. And the 4 runs. When it's turning out to be a really good over there for Veefin. They do some mistake, and again Miri does it, bowls it full and off, does give a width there to the batter, and he cuts that away for a boundary. So again 8 runs in the over so far with the ball left, and Nikhil is off the mark with that cracking shot, and he did cut that really well. The timing was absolutely spot on to that one. Still a ball left, and Mir bowls his last ball, and he's driven. Oh, fielder makes really good attempt there. An overthrow run. The bowler did miss that one, and they get the second run. So good running between the wickets, good awareness there by the batters. They were really sharp there to get that second run. Again, it went for the 10 runs in the over. Still, they're managing to get 10 runs per over. So after completion of 16 overs, Sebi score is 153 runs at a loss of 5 wickets. From here, we have still 4 more overs left. Sebi score is 153 runs at a loss of 5 wickets. Anukaran is playing on 12 of 8, and Nikhil is playing on 6 of 3. Ankit has been brought back into the attack for his third over. So how many runs now can Sebi add to the total from here on will be a bonus for them. As Ankit bowls his first ball, that's straight and full, and that's again a plump delivery. Absolutely peach from Ankit, and he gets his second. It was a nice and full, a Yorker delivery. There was a fast bat swing there from the batter. He missed that one completely, and it was an easy decision for the umpire as the hands went in quickly. So the 6th wicket falls for Sebi, and Ankit gets his second. Sumit, the new bowler in the middle for Sebi. Ankit with his second. That will be a wide as it was going down the leg. And now as Ankit has found his line and strength, is bowling almost that Yorker delivery every ball. He knows that the batters are gonna swing. This time outside off, the batter did went for that big drive, and Sumit is off the mark with that single. Sumit really went for that big drive. It was a full and outside off. And now Nikhil is standing far outside from the crease. He's played that one onto the leg. Will be only a single. So 3 runs of the first three. Oh, that's been cheeky. That's played smartly. Just opens the face of the bat very late and gets a single. Still, two more deliveries left in the over. Steps out, does miss that one, gets the inside edge, and will get a single. That's in the air. The wicketkeeper and the bowler were very late onto that one, and it falls in between both of them. They will get a single of that last one, so six singles and a wide. Five singles, five singles and a single came off that over. And after the completion of 17 overs, Sebi's score is 159 runs at a loss of 6 wickets. Still three overs left. It's a good score on the board by Sebi. It's 159 runs at a loss of 6 wickets. Still, they have four wickets in their hand. And Punit is brought into the attack for his fourth and the final over now. Punit with his first ball. Slightly on the shorter one. Didn't connect it that well. Gets a single low. Nikhil is on strike. Again gets the inside edge. But they do manage to get that single, and it was a really a tough chance there for the wicketkeeper with the gloves in his hands. He did manage to get the glove off, and he did throw the ball, but it didn't went into that sum's direction. But still, they get a single. So still, they are been able to rotate the strike well. The singles are coming. Just opens the face of the bat and gets the single. So 2 runs of the first two. Still they are rotating the strike quite well, Nikhil and Smith. That's been played straight. There's a fielder at the long off. Again a misfield there by the bowler. And the misfield turns out to be a wicket for them. The batter the batters went for the second one. So another wicket falls. Sumit departs and Govind, the new batter in the middle for Sebi. So still 4 runs of the first four and a wicket. So now Govind, who's come the new batter, he tries something new. He goes for that switch shot and he misses that one. So now a dot ball in the over. Nikhil steps out and he founds the gap and he founds the boundary too. That was a beautiful boundary. Steps out, drives that one and gets the boundary. So a boundary to end the over. Still 8 runs came off that over. So after the completion of 18 overs, Sebi's score is 167 runs at a loss of 7 wickets. Though the wickets are falling for Sebi, the runs flow is still there. They're still managing to get those 7 or 6 runs and the 8 runs per over. In the last over they managed to get 8 runs. And it was a really good shot by Nikhil. He steps out. He does that was ball was really outside off. And he played that into the offset direction. There was no one there at the extra covers. So boundary came off that last over. And they did get them 8 runs into that over. So now Smith Smith the new sorry he's back into the attack for his fourth over. He's bowled quite decent, 26 in his first three. He's back for his fourth and the final. That's been played on the offside, gets the single easily, and Govind is off the mark with that single. Nikhil is playing on 14 of 9, and it's quite an interesting. He stands slight ahead from that crease. He chips that one in the air. There's a fielder at the long on, just a single. Still, the singles have been coming for Sebi, and they are rotating the strike quite well. Oh, that was outside off, and the slower delivery. Keeper smart work gets him the wicket, and Govind departs. A smart work there from the keeper as Govind was slight ahead from that crease. Balkishore, the new batter in the middle for Sebi. And in the last wicket, that was a quite smart work there from the wicket keeper of Veefin. He had a that's been driven on the offside, and Balkishore is off the mark with a single. Four runs in the over so far. Steps out and misses. Smith is bowling quite cleverly. He's keeping the ball away from the batter. He knows that Nikhil just stands ahead from the crease and he's gonna step out. He's keeping it away from his arc. So 4 runs and a wicket, still a ball left in the over. Oh, it wasn't expected from Nikhil. It didn't expected that one. It was almost a Yorker delivery. He was coming ahead and it was almost into that block hole. That was a really good thinking by the bowler. Still 4 runs came off that, and after the completion of 19 overs, Sebi's score is 171 at the loss of 8 wickets, and we have one final over in in this innings, and Mihir is back into the attack to bowl the final over in this innings. The score is 171 runs. Still, they have managed to get quite couple of runs on the boards. It's 171. It's quite a decent score. At the loss of 8 wickets with still an over left, Balkishore is on strike. Mihir with his first ball. That's been played onto the leg side. And he gets that single and brings Nikhil back on strike. Nikhil is playing on 15 of 12. Nikhil did manage to get the odd boundaries here and there when he had the opportunity and when he got that kind of delivery. But Veefin have been quite spot on after that drinks break. They got couple the wickets at the right intervals, and they did manage to control that score, which Sebi were in full flow. Oh, that's a really good ball. The shorter delivery. They so Mihir is surprising the bowler. He is not bowling the same kind of same delivery. There's a quite of a variety and a quite of a variations, a shorter one, and now we have to see what he'll bowl. This is into the slot. There's a fielder, and he does hold on to that one. And Mihir has to depart. So the ninth wicket falls, and Mihir gets his third. But still, there's a batter left. There was a full delivery, almost in the slot there. Nikhil did went for that shot. He didn't get that distance, and he finds the fielder there at the long off, and the long off fielder does quite a well job. So Pradeep, the last man, walks in for Sebi with 3 deliveries left. The score is 172. So how many more can Pradeep add to the total of Sebi? Will be a bonus for them from here on. And other hand, Veefin needs to bundle up them up or try to avoid giving them any boundaries now, or not bowling any extra deliveries nor wide on a no ball, because it's a decent score on the board by Sebi. It's 172 runs at a loss of 9 wickets with still 3 deliveries left. Pradeep will face his first ball. Oh, that's almost a really good ball. It's full and straight, and it did had a hint of a swing though. So a dot ball, just a single. So last 2 deliveries left. Steps out, and the wicketkeeper does the job, and Mihir strikes, and he gets his 4th wicket. How well Mihir has bowled. He has bowled 2.5 overs, gave 19 runs and got 4 wickets. This time it was straighter delivery, no more fancy deliveries there. The batter missed, and the wicketkeeper does his job quite well. It was an easy stumping for him. So Sebi has been all out with a delivery left. So the Sebi has scored 172 runs in their 20 overs. They haven't faced all the 20, still a ball left. So now when Veefin comes into the bat, they have to chase down 173 runs to get the victory. And we will be back after the short break.
Get ready to witness the next chapter. Power, passion, purpose. Every second counts. Every move matters. The wait is over. It's gonna be unstoppable. Let's unleash greatness and let the battles begin. Catch the live action on Sports Magic. Get ready to witness the next chapter. Power, passion, purpose. Every second counts. Every move matters. The wait is over. It's gonna be unstoppable. Let's unleash greatness and let the battles begin. Catch the live action on Sports Magic. Get ready to witness the next chapter. Power, passion, purpose. Every second counts. Every move matters. The wait is over. It's gonna be unstoppable. Let's unleash greatness and let the battles begin. Catch the live action on Sports Magic. Get ready to witness the next chapter. Power, passion, purpose. Every second counts. Every move matters. The wait is over. It's gonna be unstoppable. Let's unleash greatness and let the battles begin. Catch the live action on Sports Magic. Get ready to witness the next chapter. Power, passion, purpose. Every second counts. Every move matters. The wait is over. It's gonna be unstoppable. Let's unleash greatness and let the battles begin. Catch the live action on Sports Magic. Get ready to witness the next chapter. Power, passion, purpose. Every second counts. Every move matters. The wait is over. It's gonna be unstoppable. Let's unleash greatness and let the battles begin. Catch the live action on Sports Magic. Get ready to witness the next chapter. Power, passion, purpose. Every second counts. Every move matters. The wait is over. It's gonna be unstoppable. Let's unleash greatness and let the battles begin. Catch the live action on Sports Magic. Get ready to witness the next chapter. Power, passion, purpose. Every second counts. Every move matters. The wait is over. It's gonna be unstoppable. Let's unleash greatness and let the battles begin. Catch the live action on Sports Magic. Get ready to witness the next chapter. Power, passion, purpose. Every second counts. Every move matters. The wait is over. It's gonna be unstoppable. Let's unleash greatness and let the battles begin. Catch the live action on Sports Magic. Get ready to witness the next chapter. Power, passion, purpose. Every second counts. Every move matters. The wait is over. It's gonna be unstoppable. Let's unleash greatness and let the battles begin. Catch the live action on Sports Magic. Get ready to witness the next chapter. Power, passion, purpose. Every second counts. Every move matters. The wait is over. It's gonna be unstoppable. Let's unleash greatness and let the battles begin. Catch the live action on Sports Magic. Get ready to witness the next chapter. Power, passion, purpose. Every second counts. Every move matters. The wait is over. It's gonna be unstoppable. Let's unleash greatness and let the battles begin. Catch the live action on Sports Magic. Get ready to witness the next chapter. Power, passion, purpose. Every second counts. Every move matters. The wait is over. It's gonna be unstoppable. Let's unleash greatness and let the battles begin. Catch the live action on Sports Magic. Get ready to witness the next chapter. Power, passion, purpose. Every second counts. Every move matters. The wait is over. It's gonna be unstoppable. Let's unleash greatness and let the battles begin. Catch the live action on Sports Magic. Get ready to witness the next chapter. Power, passion, purpose. Every second counts. Every move matters. The wait is over. It's gonna be unstoppable. Let's unleash greatness and let the battles begin. Catch the live action on Sports Magic. Get ready to witness the next chapter. Power, passion, purpose. Every second counts. Every move matters. The wait is over. It's gonna be unstoppable. Let's unleash greatness and let the battles begin. Catch the live action on Sports Magic. Get ready to witness the next chapter. Power, passion, purpose. Every second counts. Every move matters. The wait is over. It's gonna be unstoppable. Let's unleash greatness and let the battles begin. Catch the live action on Sports Magic. Get ready to witness the next chapter. Power, passion, purpose. Every second counts. Every move matters. The wait is over. It's gonna be unstoppable. Let's unleash greatness and let the battles begin. Catch the live action on Sports Magic. Get ready to witness the next chapter. Power, passion, purpose. Every second counts. Every move matters. The wait is over. It's gonna be unstoppable. Let's unleash greatness and let the battles begin. Catch the live action on Sports Magic. Get ready to witness the next chapter. Power, passion, purpose. Every second counts. Every move matters. The wait is over. It's gonna be unstoppable. Let's unleash greatness and let the battles begin. Catch the live action on Sports Magic. Get ready to witness the next chapter. Power, passion, purpose. Every second counts. Every move matters. The wait is over. It's gonna be unstoppable. Let's unleash greatness and let the battles begin. Catch the live action on Sports Magic. Get ready to witness the next chapter. Power, passion, purpose. Every second counts. Every move matters. The wait is over. It's gonna be unstoppable. Let's unleash greatness and let the battles begin. Catch the live action on Sports Magic. Get ready to witness the next chapter. Power, passion, purpose. Every second counts. Every move matters. The wait is over. It's gonna be unstoppable. Let's unleash greatness and let the battles begin. Catch the live action on Sports Magic. Get ready to witness the next chapter. Power, passion, purpose. Every second counts. Every move matters. The wait is over. It's gonna be unstoppable. Let's unleash greatness and let the battles begin. Catch the live action
Hello and welcome back to Jfsc, the corporate league. And we are back for the chase as Nikhil with his first ball. That's a pitch. And that's brilliantly saved in the infield there. With the fielder at the covers. So Sahil and Chintan, the two batters in the middle for Veefin, and Nikhil is the opening bowler for Sebi. So Veefin need 172 runs to win in 19.5 overs, and they are off the mark with a single. There was a really good work done there at the infield by the fielder. Nikhil with his second delivery. Oh, that swing gun. And that's been tucked onto the offside. There's a fielder there. That will be a dot ball. So Nikhil is getting a hint of a swing there. We saw that ball sharply came in there to Sahil. Nikhil with his third ball. That's high. And it's straight in the hands of the fielder at the covers, and Sahil has to walk back without scoring, and Nikhil strikes early in his very third ball of the over. It was slight and full, slightly outside off, and he did play that in the air, but did got that distance, and it straight went in the hands of the fielder there. So the first wicket falls for the Veefin, and Sebi have a really good start as they get a wicket on a very third ball. And Nikesh, the new batter in the middle for Veefin, but there was a really good plan there from Nikhil to bowl slight full outside of, not much width given on that one. He played in the air and the fielder grabbed it. Nikesh, the new batter in the middle for Veefin now. So a single and a wicket in the over so far, with Nikhil to bowl his fourth ball. This time missing onto his line as he bowled quite down there, almost onto that leg stump as the ball just swung and went in for a wide there. Oh, the teasing delivery from Nikhil to the batter. He's teasing with that delivery. A fuller slightly outside of the batter did went for the drive and missed onto it completely. It was a really teasing delivery there from Nikhil. Just 2 runs and a wicket with, and this time the batter connects well and he does get a boundary. Again, Nikhil with that same ball slightly outside of a fuller delivery, but this time Nikhil does connect that one well and he gets the boundary. So that's the first boundary for Veefin, and Nikesh is off the mark with a boundary. Six runs and a wicket in the over so far with the ball left. Nikhil to bowl the last ball. Oh, this time much better, much better from Nikhil. Bowling into that off stump line and getting a hint of a swing that the ball just beats the batter and a dot ball to end the over. So after the completion of first over, Veefin's score is 6 runs at a loss of 1 wicket. That's a really good start for Sebi, getting a wicket on a very first over. And Veefin needs now 167 runs in 19 overs. The required run rate is 8.71 and the current run rate is 6. Still, it's really early, but Veefin does need to stay up to that required run rate and to maximize the power play. And now Bal Kishore, the new bowler, in the into the attack. Oh, outside off. That's been played very late, but that didn't time really well. It did found the gap on the offside, but it wasn't timed that well. And Bal Kishore did bowl that away from the batter, and Chintan almost had to reach for that one. Gets the single of the first ball, and Nikesh is back on strike now. And now Nikesh will come. Sorry, Balkishore is coming around the wicket. Oh, that's a really good delivery in. Not too full. A lengthy delivery. Well defended there by Nikesh. Balkishore with his third ball. Oh, this one swinging in. Nikish didn't really expect it to swing that in, and he did got surprised there. And that's again a dot ball. So back to back dot balls now. Oh, that's outside off. That's been cut away. But there's a fielder on the offside, and that would be another dot ball. So three dot back to back dot balls now. We have seen the dot ball does builds the pressure on the batter, and the batter does play the shots, the unexpected shots, and or the rash shots, we can say. Just a single of the first ball and then three dot balls. Balkishore with his fifth ball. This time just opens the face of the bat. The fielders are doing really well. That's another dot ball. They're quite active onto that outside. And Balkishore is bowling to his field now. Not much width given there, but slightly outside off. So just a single in the over so far with the ball left. Nikish has played four dot balls now in the over. Oh, a brilliant work there by the fielder at the covers. Really well done. It did stop that really well. Just a single out of that last one. Just 2 runs came off that. So after the completion of 2 overs, Veefin's score is 8 runs at a loss of 1 wicket. Nikhil back into the attack for his second over. Oh, that's been tucked away onto the left side. And they'll get a single. Good running between the wickets there by Nikesh and Chandan. That brings Chandan back on strike now with that single. So he has faced just 2 balls and scored 2 runs. There was a really good over from Balkishore. Just 2 runs came off that over and a wicket. Just missing onto his line and length completely. And that was way outside off, and that's a white signal. And they do run a single there too. So 2 runs came. Or this time he finds well. He does find his length, and that would be a dot. Oh, that's a play and a miss, and now he's find his length. So after a single and three consecutive wide, there are two dot balls. So Nikhil is now finding his line and length there. That's outside off. Played it onto the leg side, into the gap, and that will be a boundary. It was outside off. The batter had to reach for that one. He played onto the leg side. The offside ball, way outside off. He played that one onto the leg almost. He went for that one. Played into the gap, and that will be a boundary. Oh, that's a play and a miss again. Nine runs in the over so far with the ball left. Nikhil with his last ball. Again going down the leg, and that will be another wide. It's already been 9 balls over so far with the ball left. Off to the back foot, straight the fielder's hands, and that would be a dot ball to end. So after the completion of 3 overs, Veefin score is 18 runs at a loss of 1 wicket, and Veefin need 155 more in 17 overs, and the required run rate is just rising now. It's now 9 runs, 9.12 per over. Oh, that's a pitch in the air, and that will be a boundary. Balkishore with his second ball. Again outside off. The fielders there at the point. Just a single. So 5 runs in the over so far. Balkishore with his third ball. Oh, that's been played straight. Oh, that's been a really good stop there at the fielder at the mid off. It does stop that well. Though he stopped that with his legs, but the ball was really traveling fast. We'll only get a single though. So he's back and now he's coming round the wicket to Chintan. He's bowling it far away there from the batter, not giving any width, not giving in his room. He's keeping it away from the batter. Yeah, you could see he's almost bowling it's two outside off. Again, this time it goes wide. He's keeping it away from the batter. Still, Veefin need 148 runs to win in 16.2 overs. 25 runs on the board with a loss of 1 wicket. Oh, that's a play and a miss. There was an edge onto that one. The keeper does miss that one. And that just races towards the boundary line. Oh, what a miss that was one for keeper. That was the easy one. The plan really worked there, which was set up there by Balkishore. He was bowling continuously outside off, and Chintan was really going for that one, and he did went this time too. He got the edge too, but the keeper fumbles there, and it just goes towards that boundary line as it's a quick outfield here. Oh, this time it was a slow delivery there. So that will be a dot ball to end the over. After the completion of 4 overs, Veefin score is 29 runs at a loss of 1 wicket. Subramaniam, the new bowler into the attack for Sebi. Nikish is on strike. He's playing on 11 of 15, and Chintan is playing on 11 of 7. The score is 29 runs at a loss of 1 wicket. They need 144 runs to win in 16 overs. Subramaniam with his first ball. Oh, that's been pulled away nicely, and that will be a boundary. The shorter one, he pulled it away. There was no fine leg there, and the ball did go towards that boundary line. He judged that really well, and he was well aware of the fielder there. He knew there was a fielder onto the square leg. He pulled it back towards the fine leg. So there was a really good game awareness there from Nikish. So it's a boundary of the first ball of Subramaniam. And the score moves to 33. Subramaniam with his second ball, this time outside off. And that's a wide as the umpire signals. So required run rate is still 8.78 per over. Subramaniam with his again keeping it away from the batter, and in that process that's another wide. So 6 runs of the first ball with one boundary and two wide back to back wide balls. This time the batter did connect and he connects well. There's a fielder in the deep. And we'll get a single. Subramaniam with his third. Slightly shorter one. The batter just opens the face of the bat towards the third man and will get a single. Veefin still needs 136 runs in 15.3 overs with the required run rate of 8.77. 8 runs in the over so far with Subramaniam bowling his fourth one. Slightly outside off in the gap, and that's another boundary. This time batter connects it well and times it precisely in the gap. That will be another boundary. Oh, cut away nicely. A full swing there from the batter. So 12 runs in the over so far with 2 deliveries left. Now this is turning out to be a really expensive over for Sebi. Played it on the leg side. Just a single. Subramaniam to bowl his last ball of the over. Again, just opens the face of the bat. There's a fielder there at the point. They'll still get a single. Good running between the wickets there. So 14 runs came off that over. So after the completion of 5 overs, Veefin's score is 43 runs at a loss of 1 wicket. There's still 1 over left in the power play. Balkishore back into the attack. A pitch. And that will be a boundary. It's a really good shot. It was kept quite outside off. But he managed to get that back onto that one and played really well. Just clear that infield. And one bounce into the boundary fence. So a boundary to start the over. He was coming around the wicket there onto the first ball. Now he's back. Oh, now that's played straight. There's a fielder there at the long off. Just a single. So 5 runs of the first 2. Still 4 deliveries left. And the power play is still on. So they are building up quite a good partnership here. Nikesh and Chintan now batting quite well. Getting those odd boundaries every over. Rotating the strike quite well now. Oh, that's edge and that's a wicket. The batter looks stunned there, but the umpire has given out there. And the batter has to walk back. So Balkishore strikes and the plan does work for him, and Veefin lose their second wicket. And this time the keeper 2 holds onto that one. They were keeping it away from the batter, bowling slightly outside of. But this time the batter did reach for that one, gets the edge. And though this time keeper makes no mistake and gets the catch and a wicket falls. And Balkishore strikes. He's bowling his third over, giving 18 runs in his 2.3 overs. Udit, the new batter, in the middle for Veefin. Still 3 deliveries left. Udit to face his first ball. Oh, just comes in. That will be a dot ball. So 5 runs and a wicket in the over so far. Balkishore with his fifth ball. Again, a hint of a swing comes in. And this time they'll get a single as it was tucked onto the leg side, and Udit is off the mark with that single onto the second ball. So now this is turning a really good over for Sebi. Just 6 runs and a wicket. It's the last over of the power play. Now Chintan is on strike. He'll face that last ball of the power play. Just opens the face of the bat. There's a fielder at the point. The throw was quite high there. It just goes over the fielder. There's a cover there. And that will be just a single to end the over. So after the completion of 6 overs, Veefin's score is 50 runs at a loss of 2 wickets. And with that single, their score is 50 runs on the board now. They still need 123 runs to win in 14 overs. It's quite gettable. They've played really well. They've managed to get the odd boundaries in every over, rotating the strike quite well. On the other side, Sebi has done quite well as it was a much needed wicket there for them, as it was a building partnership there between Nikish and Chintan, and Balkishore really struck really well, and his plan really worked as he was keeping the ball really away from the batter. And but the batter this time really went for that one. He got the edge and the keeper made the catch. Now Tejas, the new bowler, into the attack for Sebi. That will be a dead ball signal there. Tejas with his first ball, and that will be a dot ball to start the over, as the batter was trying to tuck that one on the leg side. That will be a single. Oh, that's again a dot ball. So that's a really good start from Tejas. Oh, he's keeping into that stump line. He's bowling tight balls. That's another dot ball. So 4 balls, 4 dot. Now this builds up the pressure onto the batter. This time slightly kept it away from the batter, and on the shorter side too. The batter went for that cut, missed it completely. So 5 dot balls. This time just bowling it on the leg. It was drifting down the leg, just tucked it onto the leg side, gets a single of that last ball. So single 1 run came off that over. The score is 51 runs at a loss of 2 wickets. A really good start there from Tejas. Just a single. Gave just a single run in that over. Anukaran, the new bowler, into the attack for the Sebi. So a single onto the first ball as Udit is back on strike. He's just faced two balls and scored a single run. Still 121 runs required in 12.5 overs. Now the required run rate is mounting up to 10 runs per over. Anukaran with his second ball just opens the face of the ball. That will be a dot ball. Fielders were quick there. This time tucks it onto the leg side. There's a fine leg. Will get a single. That's another dot ball. Just 2 runs of the first four. The batter wasn't ready for that one, and he has to bowl that one again. So it is a dead ball. He's quite quick. Opens the face of the bat. There's a fielder there in the deep. Just a single. So just 3 runs in the over so far, with a delivery left in the over now. That's played over the bowler's head. There's a fielder there at the long off. Will be only a single. So 4 singles came off that overs after the completion of 8 overs. Veefin score is 55 runs at a loss of 2 wickets. That's been played over the infield, and that will be a boundary, a much needed boundary there for Veefin. A slightly pitched up delivery there from Tejas. Outside off, and Udit just picked up that really well. So a boundary on the very first ball, and the score moves to 59 now. This time tucked it onto the leg side. Will be a single. So 5 runs of the first two. Tejas with his third ball. Again a pitch over the infield. That was a good attempt there from the fielder. At the deep, he did came running in. that catch, but it didn't carry away there. But a really good attempt made there by the fielder of Sebi. Just fall short of him. There's a quite a lot due there. As we can see, the bowlers are wiping the ball every now and then. It does, the dew does make it difficult for the bowlers. But Sebi has a quite runs on the board. It's again a dot ball. Veefin still needs 112 runs in 11.2 overs. That's been played on the leg side. Will be just a single. So 7 runs in the over so far. Apish clears the infield. Oh, there's a really good work done there at the boundary line by the fielder. He came in quickly to save that one. So just a single. So 8 runs came off that over. So after the completion of 9 overs, Veefin score is 63 runs at a loss of 2 wickets. And Anukaran is back in his second over to bowl his second over. Gave just 4 in his first. And now the required run rate is 10 runs per over. Oh, big swing there from Chintan. Wicketkeeper does fumble there. And the ball just races away towards the boundary line. So that would be the 4 runs of buys. And the ball did kept quite low there. And there was a huge swing there from Chintan. So the 4 runs of the first ball. Oh, he's been cut. He's cut that away. And that's a boundary. A much needed boundary. Again trying to cut that one, but this time misses onto it completely. So 8 runs of the first 3. Looks like the wicketkeeper does have injured himself there. The batter was quite deep and behind in his crease. So they have called for the drinks break too. And they'll look after that wicketkeeper too.
Get ready to witness the next chapter. Power, passion, purpose. Every second counts. Every move matters. The wait is over. It's gonna be unstoppable. Let's unleash greatness and let the battles begin. Catch the live action.
So we are back after that short drinks break. Still 3 deliveries left in the over, 8 runs of the first 3. Still 102 runs to win in 10.3 overs. The required run rate is 9.71. Anukiran this time up pitch again. Played straight into the hands of the fielder. There was an easy catch there for the Tejas at the long on. And he does grab that really well. And Chintan has to depart. So Anukaran gets his first. A slightly fuller delivery, didn't time that really well. Gets straight in the hands of the Tejas at the long on. And the wicket falls for Veefin. So it was a building up pressure from that right after that power play where Anukiran and Tejas did came in. They bowled really 2 good overs from Tejas, and now Anukiran slightly fuller. We knew that Chintan was going to score as it was the required run rate was mounting up to 10, but he didn't got that distance it required and it went straight in the hands of the Tejas at the long on. Parin, the new batter in the middle for Veefin, and he's off the mark with that single. So 9 runs in the over so far, and a wicket too with a ball left. Udit back on strike. He's playing on 9 of 9. Oh, that's an appeal there from the bowler, but that must be sliding down the leg too, as the umpire says. So we are halfway into that chase now. It's 10 overs, 73 runs at a loss of 3 wickets. Veefin still needs 100 runs in the last 10 overs, and now the required run rate is 10 runs per over, so it's quite simple. And Tejas is back for his third over now. He's bowled quite well. He's just given 9 runs of the first two. And the current run rate is just 7.30, and the required run rate is 10. So Veefin needs 100 runs in 10 overs with required run rate of 10.00. So it's quite and simple. Oh, that's an edge. Yes, it is. And Tejas strikes on the very first ball of his third over. Udit did try to cut that one. The Tejas, who has been bowling really consistently well in his first 2 overs, does get the reward into his third over. He kept that shot. It was short. The batter went for that cut, gets the edge, and the keeper. A really good grab there from the wicket keeper. Yes, the edge. Oh, that's a really good grab. And Tejas is animated as he gets his first wicket. So 2 wickets been fallen back to back now, with Chintan in the last and Udit in this over now. So we have 2 new batters in the middle now, with Parin and Kijin joining in him now. Kijin is on strike now to face the first ball. Oh, that was really good one. It did turn sharply and it just deceived the batter there. And now he's getting some turn too there. Oh, that was a really good delivery. And there was an appeal too. They thought that it was hitting the stumps. There was an appeal for LBW, but what a sharp turn there was. Oh my word, what a delivery that is from Tejas. And now he's playing with the batter. It's not easy for the new batter when he comes in as the ball just turning around. Another appeal, and the umpire says no again. And there's a white smile there too. Tejas knows too it was quite high there. So a wicket and the dot balls. Oh, this time that did bounce. Oh, there's a wicket and then 4 dot balls with still a ball left in the over. That's been tucked onto the leg side. And Kijin is off the mark with that single. So wicket and a single came off that over. After the completion of 11 overs, Veefin's score is 74 runs at a loss of 4 wickets. But what an over it was from Tejas. The ball was turning in sharply. It did deceive Kijin there, getting a single onto that last one. And now the required run rate is 11 runs per over. Govind, the new bowler, in the attack now. And he starts off with a dot ball. Oh, leading edge in the air. Oh, straightening the hands of the fielder. That's a wicket. Govind strikes on the very second ball. And Keegan has to depart. It was quite a fuller delivery. There was a flight given onto that one. Gets the leading edge and the fielder makes no mistake. There was a really good delivery and equally well taken there by the fielder. There was an easy one. And Keegan has to depart. So Govind strikes early. And now Veefin are in deep trouble as they lose their 5th wicket. Teja, the new batter, in the middle for Veefin. Again, we have two new batters in the middle with Parin just played one ball and just scored one run with Teja joining him in now. And they are in under pressure now, both the batters, with Sebi just striking in every over. The spinners have really turned on the game now. As Teja is in the middle. Or that went far away there from the batter and it did wet for a wide there. Oh, that's again in the air. But this time falls in no man's land. There's a fielder makes a fumble too and they'll get a single. So Teja is off the mark with a single. And that's a wide. Again, the bowler missing onto his line and length completely. Oh, that's been cut away nicely. But there's a fielder there in the deep. That would be just a single. So 4 runs in 4 balls with a wicket fallen, with 2 wides been bowled. Still 2 deliveries left. Teja back on strike. Oh, full toss, and that's been hammered. And that's been hammered well for a boundary there from Teja. Does get a full toss, and he doesn't miss his chance onto that easy one. There was a really good shot there from Teja. Just flicks it onto the leg side and beats the fielder there too. So 8 runs now in the over. So Govind just missing onto his line and length with a delivery left now. and that will again be a wide. Now this is turning out to be a really good over there for Veefin too. They did lose a wicket, but it's a 9 runs came in the over. Oh, there was a big swing. They are appealing for a caught behind, but the umpire says no. And after the completion of 12 overs, Veefin's score is 83 runs at a loss of 5 wickets. Siddharth, the new bowler, into the attack now. So the required run rate is mounting up to 11.49 per over, and the current run rate is just 6.82. So they need 90 runs in 7.5 overs. That shot, a one pulled away into the hands. That's well taken there from the fielder. A short delivery, pulled it away. There was a fielder there at the short fine leg, and he does grab it really well. He didn't time that really well. I guess might have got the upper edge, upper of the bat. So the sixth wicket falls for Veefin, and now they are in huge trouble. The score is 83 runs at a loss of 6 wickets. The batters are just coming and going, coming and going. Munjal, the new batter in middle for Veefin, with Saddad striking on the very second ball. It's quite a good thinking there to bowl that shorter one. And Munjal to face his first ball. Oh, was there an edge? Was there an edge as it's running down there towards the boundary line? It was been bowled slightly outside of. Yes, it was an edge, but it was traveling really fast that it was difficult for the keeper to collect that one. It was been bowled slightly shorter and slightly outside of. Yes, there was an edge. So Munjal is off the mark with the boundary on the very first ball. Just a single on the leg side. So just 5 runs in the over so far with a wicket. Still 2 more deliveries left. Teja back on strike now. Oh, that's been played in the air. Oh, that's a really good grab there. That's another wicket fallen. Siddharth strike twice. What a catch that was. He played that straight, then got the distance onto that one. Could have said got the distance, but didn't got the height to clear that fielder. He did take that really well. So seventh wicket falls. Siddharth strikes twice in the over now, and Veefin are in huge trouble now as they lose their seventh wicket. It's a quite a clinical performance here from the Sebi so far. Right after that, power play, the spinners have done the job really well. And the bowling change has been quite well from the captain of Sebi. He's brought the bowler into the attack at the right time, and the bowlers had been delivered for him too. So Ankit, the new batter in the middle for the Veefin. So after the completion of 13 overs, Veefin's score is 18 runs at a loss of 7 wickets. Govind back into the attack for his second over, and he starts off with a wide. And that's a wide again. So two back-to-back wides. This time it's cut onto the offside. That will be a dot ball. Oh, swinging hard. There's a fielder there in the deep. Oh, they make it comfortably into the crease. They get 2 runs. So 4 runs of the first two. That's again been played straight. But this time it doesn't reach the fielder there. It hadn't much aerial route onto that one. This time a flighted delivery going down the leg. Again a wide signal there by the umpire. Another extra ball, another extra delivery. Or this time it went quite low. It did surprise the wicketkeeper too. And they get the single too, as it is a wise run as the umpire signals. Seven runs in the over so far. Or there's a loud appeal there. The umpire says no. Or this time, has it got the distance? Yes, it has. It was a flighted delivery. The batter did step out and he goes for that big straight shot. That was a really good one. A much flight given onto that one. Manjul steps out and deposits it straight into the stands for a 6. So after the completion of 14 overs, Veefin score is 101 runs at a loss of 7, and Siddharth is back on into the attack for his second over. Oh, appeal. And he starts off with a dot ball. Oh, that's been cut away. On the offside will be a single. Veefin still needs 71 runs in 5.4 overs with 3 wickets in hand. The score is 102 runs and they have crossed their 100-run mark. Again cut away on the offside. Gets another single. The singles and doubles won't do for them right now, as the required run rate is 12.73, and they need to get some odd boundaries here and there, much probably 6 only. Yes, it does go for a boundary. A slightly fuller delivery there from Siddharth, and that was been picked up really well. Yes, it does go for a big drive, does clears the infield and gets the boundary. It was a really good shot there from Ankit. Or this time opens the face of the bat in the gap. Will be another boundary. Again a fuller delivery there from Siddharth. This time slightly outside off. Just opens the face of the bat in the last moment. Plays that in the gap. Beautiful shot. Ten runs in the over so far now. With a ball left. Ho ho, into the block hole. But they have managed to get a single. So after the completion of 15 overs, Veefin score is 112 runs at the loss of 7 wickets. So Veefin needs 61 runs in the last 5 overs, and the required run rate is 12.20. Nikhil is back into the attack for his third over. And now the Pacers are being brought back into the attack. Nikhil gave in 16 runs in his first two and a wicket. He's back for his third over. Oh, a good slower delivery there from Nikhil. Deceives the batter there. So a dot ball to start the over now. Nikhil with his second ball. This time into the stump line. There's a chance. Oh, just missed it. There was a risky single there, but made it into the crease, and the ball just goes past the stump. Nikhil with his third ball. Oh, that's play and a miss again. Kept it slightly away there from the batter too. "60 runs needed in 4.3. or that's played straight towards the long off, will be only a single. So 2 runs of the first 4, still 2 deliveries left. Ankit back on strike, or trying to cut that one. That is a play and a miss. Another dot ball. Just 2 singles in the over so far with 3 dot balls. This time steps out. Again, slow delivery there from Nikhil, deceives the bowler well. Just 2 runs coming off that over. So after the completion of 16 overs, Veefin's score is 114 runs at a loss of 7 wickets. And now 59 runs needed in last 4 overs, with required run rate now mounting up to 14.75, as Tejas is back into the attack for his 4th and the final over. And what a spell it has been for him. He just gave 10 runs and a wicket. Just a wicket and 10 runs. He's been exceptional with his bowling. Oh, that's been cut away. There's a fielder there at the deep. Will be just a single. Steps out. Oh, that kept really low there. Just over that stump. So dot ball. Oh, that's been cut away. There's a fielder there at the point. Will be a single. So just 2 runs of the first 3. He isn't giving any width there. He's bowling into that off stump line. And now we can see Munjal has gone deep inside into his crease. We can see his 3 stumps clearly. So might be he making room for himself. He does step out. There's the ball in the air, and that's taken. And Tej strikes and gets his 2nd wicket. So Munjal did step out. He didn't got the distance required, and Tejas gets his 2nd, and Veefin loses their 8th wicket. And it's been a clinical bowling by Tejas. He gets his 2nd wicket. Just 12 runs given in 3.4 overs with 2 balls left. What a spell it has been. Right after he came after that power play, and he bowled some superb overs. He didn't give many runs. He was quite disciplined with his line and length, bowling into that off and middle stump line, and he did turn the ball sharply too. So Mihir, the new batter, walks in for Veefin, and Mihir did quite well too with the ball, getting 4 wickets in his spell. And now he's back. He's in the middle with the bat. So this time a flighted delivery there from Tejas, quite outside off, but he didn't connected it quite well there. So another dot ball. Again gives a flight onto that one, and Mihir misses. So just 2 runs and a wicket came off that over, and Tejas has bowled a brilliant spell of 12 runs, 2 wickets in his 4 overs. Absolutely beautiful bowling. And Balkishore is back into the attack for his 4th and the final over. He has been exceptional too, and his plan quite did really worked well for him too. He kept it away from the batter, that outside off length, and in his second over, the batter did nick, and the keeper did took that brilliant catch. He's back into the attack for his 4th and the final over now. So 57 runs needed in 3 overs now, with Ankit on strike. He's sticking to his plans. Bowling it's quite away from the batter, but this time he bowls it quite far away from that guided line, and that will be a wide to start off now. So 56 runs required in 3 overs, with 2 wickets in the hand for Veefin. Oh, brilliantly bowled. Much fuller. He isn't giving any pace onto that one now. So they are making the batters to play that big shot. If they timed that well, they do time. But if they don't, they get a wicket. So it's a quite a plan there for from Sebi. Gets the edge, doesn't carry there. There was a fielder there at the short third man, and good running between the wickets as they run the second run quite quickly. So 3 runs of the first two. Oh, that's been driven. There's a fielder there at the cover. Will be a single. Oh, plain a miss. Just 4 runs in the over so far, with 2 balls left. .120 runs on the board for Veefin. Still needs 53 runs in 2.2 overs. Oh, sliding down the leg, says the umpire. The umpire was quick with his decision, and that will be a leg by run. .52 runs required in 2.1 overs. Full toss, played it straight towards the long off. Will be just a single. And with that single, It comes to the end of the 18th over, and the Veefin score is 122 runs at a loss of 8 wickets. So last 2 overs remaining, 51 runs needed, and the required run rate is almost of 26 now. And Subramaniam is been brought into the attack now. For his second over, he went in for 14 in his first. Still, he's been brought back for his second. The shorter delivery just opens the face of the bat. Will be just a single. Mihir has played 4 balls and is yet to open the account. Subramaniam to Mihir. That's down the leg. Keeper fumbles. There's a protection, but he beats the ball, beats the fielder too, and that will be a boundary. So a wide and a boundary. No, no variation required. Just to keep the ball in that stump line is all that needs. Played it towards the offside. Just a single. Oh, play and a miss. So a dot ball. Steps out again, keeping it away from the batter, and that's a miss again. Seven runs in the over so far with 2 balls left. That's been played straight. Will be just a single. One 30 runs on the board for Veefin. Oh, that's a swing. Swing and a miss. And that completes the 19th over. And the Veefin score is 130 runs at the loss of 8 wickets. So we are heading into that last and the final over of the match where Veefin need 43 runs. It's quite it's truly and gone in from the hands of Veefin now. They need 43 runs to win in the last over. That was a clinical performance from the bowling team. Oh, that's been swept and swept nicely. Gets the boundary on the very first ball. Can we say quite late now for those shots? but nonetheless, it was quite a well shot there from Ankit. It was sliding down the leg. He saw that the fine leg fielder was inside the circle, and he sweeps that really well. Again, plays that one on the leg side. Will be just a single. So 38 runs required in 4 balls. Straight into the fielder's hands. Could have been a chance there, but there was a good attempt there by the wicket keeper. It does well to collect that one. So 38 runs required in last 3. That will be a wide. 37 required in 3. Oh, that was really good delivery. Gets the leading edge. Oh, quite a close call there. Quite close. 2 attempts made there from the fielder and the bowler too, but both of them didn't hit on the stumps, and they get the second run too. So 35 runs required in the last 2. But what an exceptional performance it has been by Sebi with their bowling. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, that's blade straight towards the long on. Will be just a single. So that will be a last ball remaining and 34 runs required. So it is truly and wellly gone from the Veefin's hand, and Sebi just needs one single legal delivery to be bowled. Yeah, they do. Will that go for the 6? Yes, it does go for a maximum, but quite late. But nonetheless, a really good shot there from Ankit. Steps out and hits it straight over the bowler's head. And Sebi, what a clinical performance it has been by both with the bat first and then with the ball. Sebi won the match by 27 runs. Thank you for all joining in for the match. We will be back tomorrow with match 2. Good night.